And then maniniwala sila dahil parang totoo talaga yung nagbibigay ng mensahe, nag-uudyok sa mga tao na gumawa ng something or nag-expose ng something when in fact that something is fake news. And maraming maniniwala dahil yung mukha ng tao siya talaga yon o mukha ng mga tao sila talaga yon at yung boses at mukha that is dangerous. You admit to me that, sir, right?
That's
You
correct.
agree?
That's correct.
Yun, dapat mag-focus kayo dyan. Do something about it quick.
In fact, Your Honor, just a week ago, in our command conference in CICC, together with concurrence also with our partners in law enforcement, NBI and ACG, we said that after this findings, that there will be three major tools, three general tools that have to be an area of focus. One is cryptocurrency, the other one is ransomware, the other one is AI and deepfakes. These are general categories, but there are numerous tools being utilized for this purpose. All crimes are related, utilizing any of these three major tools. That's why after collapsing, we are actually developing a field of expertise in this by continuous training. As early as August, the training program is ongoing for CICC personnel and our partner agencies to enhance our understanding and capability in addressing these issues.
And lastly, Secretary Ivan Jan Uy, next time, kapag may mga hearing at nabigyan kayo ng proper notice to attend, magpa-attend ka naman ng tao. Huwag naman yung para ka ng isnab. Para naman kayong napakataas tingin nyo sa sarili ninyo. At nag-antay yung hearing and that was a very important hearing because we were talking about the integrity of the PCSO Lotto na marami ng tao nagka-question at kung ano pang mga problema ang ini-issue, binabato about PCSO. At kayo lang po makakasagot doon sa DICT kung meron pa bang integridad ang Lotto at walang umaten sa inyo, ang pina-attend nyo, walang kinalaman doon sa hearing. At inisnab niyo yung hearing na yun, parang napaka-yabang nyo naman, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, the Secretary.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to apologize to Senator Raffy Tulfo. We fully recognize that he's been a very strong supporter of the ICT, and there was really no intention on the part of the ICT to snub. When the invitation was received, it was immediately assigned to one of the assistant secretaries to attend. And internally, there was a confirmation from him that he will attend the hearing, no? Considering the importance that the hearing was trying to establish in that during that occasion. So we've already asked. I've asked that official who confirmed to explain why he was unable to attend that important hearing, because from internally we actually got confirmation that he was supposed to attend. So
Hindi po siya naka-attend, nasa malalamig na lugar po ba siya? Kasi iniintay namin dito eh. Sabi parating. Hintay kami ng hintay hanggang sa natapos yung hearing, just dumating.
Opo. So we are going to make remedial measures po. Next time po, with your invitation, we will ensure that we will have people who will be relevant to your inquiry and who can answer your questions to attend your hearing.
Kasi saying na po yung very important yung DICT dahil kayo po ang magsasabi kung maasahan pa ba, mapagkatiwalaan pa ba yung PCSO Lotto. Yun lang po yun para ma-explain sa taong bayan based dun sa ginawa yung assessment sa PCSO Lotto system. Wala kayo, hindi kayo sumipot. So yun na yung reason why we had that hearing para mag-report ang DICT to tell us, trabaho ng DICT to tell everybody kung ano ba talaga ang katayuan ng PCSO Lotto Games. At hindi kayo sumipot, kayo ang pinaka-starring doon, kayo ang pinaka-bida doon. At tapos yung ASEC na in-assign mo, nagliwalyo lang kung saan pumunta. For all we know, baka nasa motel, whatever. Diba?
Yes.
I've been waiting and waiting eh.
I again, Senator Tulfo,
Next time, don't do that, sir.
I apologize for that on behalf of the
In
department.
fact, you should have pwede ka naman sana umaten. Sa mga hearings, umatin yung mga secretary.
Mhm.
Bakit ikaw? Kung hindi siya maka-attend, why not you?
We'll put in the proper procedure
Yung
po.
mga ibang secretary sa iba't ibang mga department nag-attend eh.
Opo.
DSWD, DILG, nag-attend. DNR, Agriculture, pag
Yes.
in-invite. Pero ikaw hindi ka umattend, parang what's so special about you, sir?
Nothing, Mr. Senator. Actually, we were just looking at what is the particular topic so that the person who's actually doing that investigation or that inquiry is the one, so that the correct information.
Yun lang, sir,
accurate
kaso walang dumating. Yun lang po
Opo.
yun, sir.
So
Very
I
important
apologize.
to the ICT.
I apologize again, Mr. Senator.
Yes, sir.
And that will not happen again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and see you soon, Senator Tulfo. Let's continue with the presentation. We'll call on NTC for their presentations.
Good. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Senator Vin Gatchalian, fellow government colleagues in government service. The National Telecommunications Commission, created by virtue of Executive Order number 546 in 1979, has the following mandates: to regulate the installation, operation, and maintenance of radio stations, both for private and public use; to regulate and supervise the provision of public telecommunication services; to manage the radio spectrum; and to regulate and supervise radio and television broadcast stations, cable TV, and pay television services. Among the core functions of the NTC are as follows. Under rulemaking, we establish and prescribe rules and regulations, standards, and specifications in all cases related to the issuance of Certificate of Public Convenience and necessities, and administer and enforce the same, maintain effective competition among private entities in the telecom industry. Part of its quasi-judicial power is to investigate facts and ascertain the existence of facts, hold hearings, weigh evidence, and draw conclusions from them as basis for their official function, adjudicate petitions for authority to provide the services as applied for by public telecommunications entities or radio and broadcast services, increase capitalizations, investment, and other related matters. As part of our radio spectrum management function, we assign frequencies and license frequencies